The echoes of the gunfire at Ramot Junction on September 8th still reverberate through Jerusalem's ancient stones. As 6 innocent lives were brutally cut short in the deadliest terror attack to strike Israel's capital in over 2 years. Two gunmen, armed with makeshift Carlo submachine guns, transformed a routine Monday morning commute into a massacre, spraying bullets at civilians waiting for their bus before boarding to continue their deadly rampage. This wasn't just another statistic in the endless cycle of Middle Eastern violence. It was a fresh declaration of war, with Israel upping the ante even as the IDF continues to rain fire on its enemies in the region. The carnage at Jerusalem's Ramot Junction was swift but devastating. At precisely 10:13 am, as ordinary Israelis waited for the number 62 bus line, two terrorists allegedly from the West Bank opened fire. Among the victims were Rabbi Yosef David, a 34-year-old Torah scholar, and Yevok Pinto, a 25-year-old newlywed immigrant from Spain. Their lives ended by hatred they never deserved. Only the quick response from an off-duty IDF soldier and other armed civilians in that area prevented an even greater massacre, neutralizing both attackers before they could claim more innocent lives. But this Jerusalem terror attack didn't emerge from a vacuum. It represents the deadly culmination of 2025 spiraling violence across Israel and the Palestinian territories. Throughout this year, the West Bank has also become a powder keg of systematic violence. In fact, many experts are saying that such incidents breed new grievances, each checkpoints create new martyrs for the locals. Also, demolished home rides the next terror attack into existence. The timing of Monday's Jerusalem massacre is particularly ominous because it arrives precisely as Israel unleashes Gideon's Chariot II, the most extensive military campaign since October 7. This isn't merely another Gaza operation. It is Netanyahu's final gambit to crush Hamas once and for all by seizing Gaza City. Now, Hamas has praised the Jerusalem attack without claiming direct responsibility for it, understanding perfectly that such bloodshed serves their strategic narrative of permanent resistance. Netanyahu's response to the Jerusalem terror attack has been predictably escalatory. On September 9th, Israel issued fresh evacuation orders for all of the Gaza City as the IDF prepare for what officials describe as mighty hurricane of destruction. In fact, the crucial mathematics of Middle Eastern conflict dictates that today's evacuation orders in Gaza City becomes tomorrow's terror attack in Jerusalem, while bus stop massacres justify tomorrow's airstrike on civilian buildings. Now, what makes this cycle particularly dangerous is how terror attack in Jerusalem directly fuel military escalation in Gaza. The gunmen who murdered 6 Israelis at this very juncture weren't just random killers. They were products of nearly 2 years of war, radicalized by watching Gaza burn and witnessing daily violence in the West Bank. For them, targeting innocent civilians wasn't terrorism. It was resistance against what they perceive as an occupying force. Netanyahu's vow to raise the Gaza Strip unless Hamas surrender represents the same military thinking that has perhaps failed to bring peace for decades. A lot of experts also say that you cannot bomb an ideology into submission or bulldoze hatred into oblivion. Every demolished building in Gaza City creates new martyrs for the locals, as I mentioned earlier. Every attack in Jerusalem hardens hearts on both sides. Every evacuation order becomes a recruitment tool for extremists who profit from perpetual conflict. The 6 victims of Monday's Jerusalem terror attack died not just from alleged Palestinian bullets, but from the failures of both sides to choose humanity over hatred, peace over revenge, and hope over the endless cycle of blood that has consumed this land for far too long.